Alright, so we're about to head back to the shop to use the scroll saw, but first we need to finish the scroll saw safety test. Make sure to follow all safety rules at all times, okay? That applied, we're going to be applying the regular safety test and the miscellaneous safety test back there when we're using any of the tools in the shop. Remember, we're going to be using our ABCs of safety, always being careful. Make sure we have our safety glasses, put those on. And for added hearing protection, we have these. Put them on, like so. And then to take them off, just put them around your neck. Do not put them on a table. Students should make sure that sleeves are pulled up, shirt is tucked in, and coat or jacket is taken off. And anybody with long hair ties it back.
In both rooms, there's a couple of scroll saws. They're just a up and down motion saw that are sitting on a couple of stands. One of the first things you're going to see on the bandsaw is this little hold down fork right here. Students should go ahead and loosen up this knob, and you want this to rest lightly on top of your material to help hold it down. So students should make adjustments to the saw hold down first. Then you should aim the air hose towards the front of the blade, because when you turn that on, this is going to help hold it down because the saw blade is going to go up and down, and this is going to push air blowing off the sawdust so you can see where you're cutting. So once again, make sure the air hose is towards the front of the blade. What you need to make sure you do is turn on the dust collection system. It's either going to be a jet dust collector, or it will be a large floor shop vac. So for whatever dust collection system you have, you're going to make sure it is on and that the blast gate is open. When you get ready to cut, once again, you're going to make sure your material is not touching the blade before you turn on the saw, because it will break. You also want to make sure that this lock adjuster should be down or facing sideways. Sometimes when the blades have been adjusted, people forget to lock this down, but just double check to make sure the lock is down. Now when cutting, use the four corner hold or pinch and make sure you push down on your material while operating the scroll saw. There might be times you need to use just one hand as well, because we have this orange circle right here that represents the danger zone where we don't want to put our fingers. So if our fingers are ever going to go in there, it's perfectly okay to use one hand as well. But remember, we want to use four corner hold or pinch when we can, and we want to push down. Otherwise, we use one hand and push down. Once again, while the scroll saw is powered on, make sure you give full attention to your work. A distraction such as talking is a big no-no and could result in serious injury. When you go to turn this on, there's two knobs up here, and there's two on switches. One on switch goes to the light. All right, so you can see how that turns the light on, and you can adjust that so it's aiming down. This knob controls the speed of the scroll saw. This red button turns the scroll saw on. So when I turn it on, if I want it to go faster, I turn this knob to the right. If I want to slow it down, I turn that knob to the left. So I can control the speed of the scroll saw by using this knob. When finished, absolutely make sure the scroll saw is powered off and the blade has come to a complete stop before you walk away. Also, don't forget to turn off the light. Once you know it's off and you've watched it come to a stop, don't use your finger to reach in there. Use your piece to push the pieces back and away and grab the pieces out. When finished with all your cuts, once again, you're going to use a broom and dustpan or a shop vac to clean up your mess.